Our region's business is sponsored by PNC for the achiever in you. Welcome to Our Region's Business with your host, Bill Flanagan.
Today on Our Region's Business, Pittsburgh's Carnegie Library is building our workforce and strengthening communities with new and remodeled branches. The Knoxville branch is next in line. Plus our region's fast-growing Latino population and how it's changing the face of Pittsburgh's neighborhoods and our region's workforce in a really good way. But first, the blockbuster investment in Beaver County. Shell Chemicals recently gave the green light to the construction of a multi-billion-dollar petrochemical plant in Monaca in Beaver County. The project, the first of its kind in the northeastern United States in a generation, is likely to involve one of the largest capital investments in our region in a generation or two. The Pittsburgh Regional Alliance and the Beaver County Corporation for Economic Development have been working in partnership with each other and many others for the better part of 5 years to secure the investment. David Ruppersberger is president of the Pittsburgh Regional Alliance, an affiliate of the Allegheny Conference, which co-produces this program. And Jim Palmer is president of the Beaver County Corporation for Economic Development. Welcome. Good to have you both here.
Thank you.
Yeah, this is literally one of those announcements that truly is years in the making, David.
Started back 2010, perhaps earlier than that.
Okay, and obviously a tremendous win for Beaver County in particular, Jim.
And the region, but we're very happy that we were able to land the project with the help of everyone else involved.
Yeah, why don't we talk a little bit about just the opportunity, I guess, that this represents and the sheer magnitude of the project. I mean, I threw out those statistics at the beginning, biggest in a generation, multi-billion-dollar, but what does that really mean compared to other types of projects we've seen?
It's the biggest in a generation at the very least. I heard County Executive Rich Fitzgerald use the analogy of it's the equivalent of building 25 stadiums. And that is true from an investment standpoint, but I think what's kind of lost in this is the element of what it means to the economy. Our local economy, measured by GDP, which is gross domestic product, which is all the goods and services that are performed in a year, is about $136 billion per year. If this plant was online right now and producing polyethylene, it would add 3% to the total GDP of the region.
One big facility.
One big facility in Beaver County would increase our GDP.
And that's for our whole 10-county region. So for Beaver County, this is a tremendous infusion.
Huge. When we first started down this road, people asked the same question: what do you think this multi-billion-dollar investment means? And my answer was, I don't know what it means. I've never seen a $4 billion investment or whatever the number was. But as time has gone on, I think we're starting to get a better understanding of what it means as the layers, evolve and as the work has evolved, and so we're trying to get all of us getting our hands around that.
Well, there's kind of two pieces of this, right? There's the construction phase, and then there's ultimately the operational phase. Construction is now beginning. Big implications for the region's construction workforce and resources.
Yeah, absolutely, and it's been going on for over a year on the site already. When they move into full production, it'll average about 2,500 construction workers per year, and it'll peak at 6,000 workers at some point during the project.
6,000 workers on that site.
That's correct.
Wow.
And I mean, workers will be brought in, not just the Beaver County workforce, but from the tri-state area. I believe they're trying to make accommodations for that in terms of getting people to and from the site. The logistics of just getting the workers in and out is going to be a significant task. So.
David mentioned there's already been a lot of activity. What has already happened up there in Monaca?
Well, a zinc plant disappeared. Transmission lines were relocated. Hills are being moved. The Route 376 interchange is being improved.
I heard they moved Route 18, moved a whole road over?
It's in the process of moving, yeah. So this daily there's changes to the ground, and it's been good to see, and it's good to know with the final investment decision that continues to move forward.
This is the first phase. It'll be a 5-year build, and then this plant will be in operation for potentially 30 or 40 years after that. So we really don't know what this means for the region just yet.
I mean, I would assume the hope is that with a facility like this, you're going to have a significant supply chain impact on other businesses and maybe the potential to draw additional investment.
Oh, absolutely. I think there's, I think there's opportunity for this to permeate through almost every layer of the economy, whether it's directly related to the plant or not, in terms of residential activity, retail activity, the direct impacts that would come from the construction and operation itself. So it's our our job, I guess, to try to understand all that and take the maximum advantage of it.
Yeah, and David, I know the Allegheny Conference and the Pittsburgh Regional Alliance have really made the petrochemical manufacturing opportunity a cornerstone of the economic development strategy, I think along with information technology.
That's right.
But what does this industry really bring to the potential, and what potential do you think there is to sort of grow from this base?
Well, it's multifaceted. It's the construction phase, and then when it goes into operation, there'll be about 600 workers, what we say, inside the fence. But the supply chain, they need industrial gases, they need people to do maintenance and repair on the site. There'll be other people in the supply chain providing other materials. That could be 2 or 3 times the number of workers outside the fence for the supply chain. They're going to produce 3.2 billion pounds of plastic feedstock per year. Now, some of that's going to get shipped out of the area, but our hope is we can attract plastics companies to the region to create even more economic development.
Well, and there's been so much talk about the wealth of the resource in the shale gas, but also the chance that a lot of it could just be piped away and exported or sent to other parts of the United States. This project would seem to create an opportunity to keep more of that wealth here at home.
Oh, absolutely. I think that's a critical factor in it, to keeping that resource here and taking advantage of it for the local and regional economy rather than just shipping it out of state or overseas.
So will we see a big change all of a sudden up there, or just kind of an acceleration of activity? Do you have a sense yet?
Well, having kind of seen it for the last 2 years with the demolition, it almost looks incremental, but it's really not. I think when you hear from people who haven't been there for a while and come back and take a look at it, it's pretty impressive what's going on so far. So I think I think we've only scratched the surface with the site work and the like, not even the construction yet. So we'll continue to look for more and better things. All
right. Jim Palmer from the Beaver County Corporation for Economic Development, David Ruppersberger from the Pittsburgh Regional Alliance. Thank you both so much.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Yeah. And next up, the Carnegie Library of Pittsburgh is doing its part to build our region's workforce and strengthen communities too, with new and remodeled branches across the city. Stay with us.